You don't necessarily have to look at the camera either. You just walk and be natural.
All right, I'm ready. Rolling.
All right, we're live today on site at Party Reflections. We've got a good tailgate talk to get to you today. We got Jay Gorman from Party Reflections.
I know.
I'd like to say vice president because that's just what I had in my mind. But
Director of Operations.
Director of
is my title for
Operations.
Charlotte.
Or if you do some research, at one point he was the president of Party Reflections.
Yes.
Just ask Dan about that.
Yeah.
But we're going to give you a little rundown on what they got going on and how they are processing things at busy time and how they take care of their product and just some different products that they have in their warehouse. So let's go for it.
For everyone listening, you're going to want to watch this one on YouTube because we are live in their warehouse walking around so you can actually have visual aid while we're talking about stuff.
Yeah, they got a wonderful facility here. Jay, how many square foot are you guys at?
We have about 95,000 square foot in our warehouse.
Okay.
175 total with the building and office space and everything. So yeah, what you see behind us here, this is our tent drying system. Basically, we have rigging at the ceiling. After it comes out of our Tico wash machine, the guys hang it up, clipped, and it hangs for about usually a day or so, just because while the vinyl dries quickly, we do need the additional air time for all the keeters and everything to make sure they're nice and dry, so they don't get molded when they are wrapped up in the.
Are you checking them with a moisture meter, or are you just going?
I'm not. Usually, we don't get that detail, but we know that. I mean,
Absolutely.
if you can see if they do get wrapped up before they're dry, they'll be sitting there and there'll be a puddle of water sitting there with the keeter wet. Okay.
And are you guys leaving these fans running 24/7?
We do, especially in the warmer months, but they do run just to keep the airflow and everything going.
Okay. And then what about when it gets cold in here?
Usually we don't run them as much, but I mean, mainly because the other departments it gets a little chilly for them.
Yep.
So.
How many guys are running your wash facility?
Currently on the tent pad, we have about 6 guys running it. Just They do process. They'll come in the morning, drop everything, fold it, roll it, reload for the day, and then they'll use just the other time to wash. We do still do some hand washing.
How many loads a day are you trying to get? Ideally?
Depends on what we're washing.
That's true. Okay.
So it depends really, because I mean we can hang a 40. In theory, you can hang we've hung 30-meter tops up here before. So it just depends on how many we can get in. And, you can get more 10 by 10, so you can get 30-meter panels in.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about busy time versus slow time. You're getting so much material in at one time. How are you guys keeping up with that? What's the turnaround time? Are you guys pretty backed up when it comes to busy season?
I will say we just came off our largest tent install of the year, Wyndham Championship. We had roughly 90,000 square foot of tenting up, and they've gotten through a huge chunk of it. We started breaking down about 2 weeks ago, so they've been really on it, getting processed just to make sure, because especially in these warmer months, and it was raining when it was breaking down, so we can't, if it's sitting there longer than any time, it's going to bake and mold very quickly.
Yeah. And what's the process look like when it comes back? So you guys bring it in here, and then what is the starting process of the cleaning?
So we do have, it all comes off the trucks, and it is staged, and then they will sort it by size somewhat, and then they'll bring it to either put it in the tent washer or clean on the tent bed. It also depends on if we need priority, whether it goes in the tent washer or it just gets hand washed for the day.
And how does it get prioritized as far as, how do you know what
just based on
cleaned?
needs, what orders are coming up.
Okay.
If there's something that's needed to flip quicker, we'll just check it with it, open it up, check it, and wash it.
So are you checking everything every time it comes back?
Right now we are, yes.
Okay.
We're working on a system, a grading vinyl system to come out of the field. Different colored system. We haven't quite fully implemented it yet, but we're working on it.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
We are all trying to get to that point.
Tell us a little bit about your rigging. I love how you guys did this. I know everybody is totally different. Everybody has so many different rigging ideas, but I love how you guys did this. So tell us a little bit about it.
So basically we took Telspar as the base, and we have hung 4 points on the ceiling, and we had it's similar, very similar to how you do stuff in the theater. Is where kind of the idea came from. It's chained up, and it runs, everything's automated. Each of these lines has a separate winch that lifts the vinyl up and down. One of the things we did one of the reasons why we also did that is because we were hand pulling them before, and that's, 2 guys to pull up a top to get, God forbid something happens, that's a huge liability. So these help raise and lower the tent tops as needed.
And the guys, they love it.
Yeah, they love it.
Okay.
It's back saver, labor saver, so all that stuff. Yeah.
And so,
no stress.
How many square foot do you roughly can you hang in the air? You found out yet?
18 times. I mean, I can do
tenors math, a lot of tops, right?
Exactly, a lot of tops. We have 18 lines total, so it just depends again.
Okay.
What you're hanging and how you hang it.
So I see some blue wrap, some red wrap, and I think I saw green somewhere.
Yes, there is green. So the blue wrap you see here is all of our stuff that's cleaned in the warehouse.
Okay.
So when the guys get in the field, they know that that's been cleaned and checked in the warehouse. Red is damaged or needs repair, or there's something wrong with it. So we do have that as well.
Okay. What's green?
Green is field checked. So it's supposed to be certified in the
you trusted
field.
someone in the field to say.
Correct. Is that, hey, this came back, we took this down, it's okay to use again, just put it back on the shelf.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me as a tenor, that needs to be checked no matter what.
Yes. Because that's why we have the different colors, is because as we all know, there's times in the field where now everyone agrees on what was done, so we know who did it.
Yeah. So I saw some, you have Levo, right?
Yes, we do have a 20-meter Levo.
Clear and translucent?
We have a clear 20-meter. It breaks down to a 15-meter. We have that in translucent and clear.
Have you had to put a shade cloth on it? Because I just did a job and I had a really hard time putting a shade cloth on.
We have not, but I hear there is one company out there that has somewhat perfected the idea.
So we have done the shade cloth. It is something that I tell my customers I don't want to do. But we will do it because, let's be honest, in this industry, do we say no?
No, not usually.
So we always come up with the idea. So what we have done is we've built actual vinyl tops, a thin vinyl top, cheap vinyl. We've made them into a whole bay, but gone a little bit longer than the tent, and then we've made a pocket to be able then to go ahead and put the bar through to tension it up and pull it tight, so that way the rain doesn't hold and things like that.
Yeah,
so
I've had
that's what we
issues
found
before with like clear bagging water once you shade cloth it.
Yeah, I think
which is a big concern.
Everybody is worried about the bagging of the water, and that's what we've tried, and it's worked. Now, how you're getting that tarp over, or that vinyl tarp over, and the rope over, I'll leave that up to you guys. We found our way. I won't necessarily tell you how we found that way, but that's a story for another time. So, all right. So tell us a little bit here about what we got going on. What frame are you guys in the smaller stuff here?
So all of our smaller 6-meter and 9-meter framing structure framing is all shelter, GS structure. So that's all stored inside here. There's also all of our fixing rails for all of our glass and doors. It's also stored here. So that's all behind you is doors out. Someone has 14 of my doors right now for an event in Nashville. So and we've got all the glass and all that stuff.
Yep. That's us. See, guys, we weren't lying when we said we sub rent from everybody. Everybody needs to have some friends.
Yes,
exactly.
it's all about having friends.
Now, wait a minute. Tell me about. You still got the colors going on with the plastic, even on the windows.
That was supposed to be used to wrap vinyl in the field, and they just found it to wrap the
I didn't know if
rails.
this meant that these parts need to be checked before they go out. Okay.
Multi-use system. Clear.
All right. Multi-use system.
Yep. So
you guys got quite a bit of glass here. Do you do a lot of 4-meter, a lot of 3.4? What's the most glass you guys do?
The majority of our glass is in all 3.4 meter.
Okay.
I think I've got, it's a lot. So quite a bit. We have a lot. The large golf room I talked about is a lot of glass on that. So we also have all this is Lowesberger glass indoors. We do have some of the Fred's doors, the aluminum doors, and then for our Levo we do have some vertical glass, black glass, and some Fred's the 9-foot doors.
So you talked about the golf tournament that you guys just did. Tell us a little bit about that. What was that? What's that look like for you guys as far as a time frame? We just talked with the tent boy himself, Richard Martin, to give us some information on how they do it. What's that like for you all on a logistics standpoint, getting everything out and the timelines and the weather and stuff like that?
Yeah, so it's about this install. We started the second to last week of June, so it was about a 6-week install for us.
Okay.
All the tournament was the last week in July 1st, August 1st.
Where's the tournament?
It's in Greensboro. So it's an hour and a half up the road. Not only that, it's an hour and a half up the road for us. So we typically will come up with a game plan of like what holes we're doing at what point in time, and then we'll load all the tenting for that hole, all the larger tenting for that hole, onto flatbed semi-trailers and ship it up there. Get all the tents, frames in the air and everything in the air, and then we'll come back and do the glass.
You have another office in Greensboro?
We do have an office in
Greensboro. And so do you guys pull people from that office as well?
Yes. This year we actually did pull some of their crews over to do like help with the glass and stuff, just because it got, it's a lot.
Okay. And what comes out in and out of that warehouse? Is it same?
All just, that was just man labor. And sometimes we'll get tent, if we need stuff like inventory from them for the job, we'll grab it from them. But a lot of time it was their labor.
Are your labor crews staying up there? Or are they driving the hour and a half back?
They are staying up. They do stay on site.
Okay. So I saw today obviously it's going to come out later than today, but on Facebook, someone's asking about per diem and hotels and all that stuff. How's that look in your company?
So we pay the guys, our rate is $60 a day.
Okay.
They get, so that's
Pretty normal.
much normal.
I
Yeah, so
think
we get
that's
them,
standard.
Yeah.
give them $60 a day. We get their hotels and all that stuff. I actually got a crew on the way to New York right now.
Okay.
So they're same thing, $60 a day from the day they leave till the day they get back. So.
Right.
And those guys for the golf tournament were there Monday through Saturday, come home Saturday, be home Sunday,
Nice.
and then go back on Monday.
And then do you leave somebody on site for that golf tournament for the duration, for a
did.
safety aspect and
Yes,
everything?
we had 2 guys on site from the whole tournament.
And so how does the whole safety aspect look for you guys? Do you have to create an evacuation plan of any sort? Do you have somebody on site that makes that call that says, hey, it's about to get wild out here, let's get everybody out?
Usually it's with golf tournaments
Okay.
like that, they've got enough weather stuff and stuff like that. We usually work with
Okay.
that. So.
Okay, cool. No problems with any tents during the weather there?
We got lucky. Like it rained every day basically from the time we got there till the golf tournament week, and then it didn't rain for the week, and then it rained after.
I love
so.
that. That's
And
the
you
best
it worked
case
out.
Did you
scenario.
sink any forklifts anywhere?
No, thank God we didn't. Didn't hit any wire lines.
Hey,
We've done that
that's-
before. All the things were good. So
what has been your biggest struggle in warehousing here and everything and getting stuff in and out?
I mean, you think with 95,000 square feet, I'd have plenty of room, but obviously, we're already, as you can see, there's stuff that's not, this is typically supposed to be for a load square, as in
Yep.
like the guys get pulled orders and sit here.
Yep.
But again, we're running out just space-wise. It's still a challenge sometimes.
Yeah.
We do have racking, and we've got, our reach forklifts and stuff like this. Coming up behind you is all the hard goods department. So all that's pulled off a reach forklift. So condensing as much as possible, so your aisles are narrow, so you can get more space in here is kind of one of the challenges there too. So.
And I think that's been everybody's problem in this industry is no matter how big of a warehouse you have, you're always going to run out of room.
Yeah.
I have a 20-meter outside full of stuff that's got.
Well, that was my next question is how much is sitting outside versus how much is inside?
It's a 20 by 25 meter that's got all of our Duradeck flooring, Atlas beams out there. I also have all of our larger structure, our P3, our P5, our P2 is all out there. So all that's outside. All the framework for all that sits outside.
How many employees work only in this warehouse?
I think 36 I have, 37 or so.
And that is only that stays in the warehouse, nobody
Yes.
that goes outside?
They're
Okay.
all dedicated everyday warehouse.
And you guys are running how many crews on the road?
It varies. I have about 30 right now full-time in the field.
Okay.
They can mix between a crew of 3 and a crew of
Does that
8.
include hard goods guys?
We run our field crews do everything.
Okay.
We don't have
You're not running.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're there, now listen, if it's a multi-day tent install, we may send a different crew to do all the equipment and stuff,
Yep,
but if it's tent and tables and chairs in the backyard, it'll be one crew that goes in.
And I feel like you're pretty selective, especially if you got guys going to New York right now.
Yeah.
Who you want to keep in
Yeah.
town to handle this stuff
Yes,
still?
yeah. Well, yeah, but we've got like we said, we've got that the 20-meter Levo going up tomorrow, so that'll be
And have you guys, how's that been for you? How's the Levo been?
It's been good.
Good.
It moves more and more. It is that thing in the market that everyone likes. Now the question is, we have a black one, and I know you have a white one, or someone that knows someone has a white one.
Yeah.
But that's the next guy. Like what I was talking to.
We had that conversation at lunch. Like, what is the next color?
I was talking to a
Yeah.
manufacturer. They asked me the same question at lunch. I was like, I don't know, green,
Is it
pink?
gold? I'm saying it's got to be gold, right? Everyone's.
Someone will want to go
Taylor
one.
Swift. What color do you want?
Exactly. Who's doing that one?
Well, I did text her tour manager today, actually.
Hey,
when you're ready, let me know.
I have an insight with her. Actually, we built Taylor Swift's recording studios for her out of P3 in her airplane hangar.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's pretty fair.
pretty
Got
cool.
a nice airplane name?
Does she have 2 of them?
Can't tell you that.
I mean, come on.
I'm sure she's got 4. But so how long
dog
have you been here, Jay?
I've been here for 13 years. So I started in sales back in the day. I wasn't the best salesperson, but they kept me around. I moved over to operations, did some IT work, and about 5 years ago, I got asked to be the operations manager for the Charlotte office, which was great timing, as we all know, but it worked out, and I think it really helped me grow a lot and, professionally and all that stuff. So.
And what would you say if you could give a piece of advice to somebody coming into to Party Reflections, come work for you? What are you guys looking for in a new person?
Positive
It's
attitude.
right there.
Yeah. core values.
Yeah, it's right there, Nate.
The core got to be part of the core values.
Core values, yeah. You know, those are our core values. We built those off the company was based off of. So they've, you know, that's one of the things. Protect the investments. You know, we like to be a family here. Treat everybody with respect. You know.
I like the protect the investment.
Yeah.
Get your crew to understand that this
Correct.
stuff is not cheap to buy.
No. Yeah. It is a challenge, and you know. We've got a good crew and good people in the warehouse, and getting them all to work together and understand that we're all in it for one goal. And
Yeah.
you know, it's funny. We put up the event outside for the ARA for this thing, and everyone's like, you know, it's funny when these guys, you know, they see one thing go out the door and it never comes, it just comes back dirty. They don't get to see what that item's used for. It's good
Yeah.
for them
Right.
to see this,
Yeah.
see, oh, that's what I do. This, you know, that's what I do. That's
Yeah.
what every day. That I make a difference.
Yeah,
because of that.
we're the first
Absolutely.
people to show up and the last ones
Last
to
one
leave,
to
and we miss everything in the middle.
And then we get shit on at the end because we're the last ones to leave because the side is left somehow damaged
Yeah.
that we didn't do the damage.
The AC
but
guy
we
drove
get the brunt
wall
of it. Yeah.
through the wet grass.
It's not my
Yes.
fault. I didn't
Always
do it.
happens,
Anyway,
but-
my logistics office.
Well, we appreciate the tour today, and
Yeah,
we're
no
looking
problem.
forward to a good 24 hours here at Party Reflections. I think we got a lot of cool
Looking
stuff
forward to
coming
it.
and some good talks coming. So it's been a good day. So this has been another Tailgate Talk with Under the Vinyl.
Thanks, Jay.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a good one.